Hi and welcome back everyone. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to cover a very important topic. Eat for fat loss and the perfect meal plan diet to get you there. My name is Nicholas Krellin. I'm an exercise sports scientist and I absolutely love helping people. Today's a bit of a longer video, so please bear with me. If you get lost in any of this, just rewind it, go back, but I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible. But teaching you this is really critical because you're going to be more mindful about what you're eating. You have more control over what you eat, how much you're going to eat, and it's all going to be very clear for you so that you can have the best control over your food intake. So step one, we need to calculate your basal metabolic rate. How much energy does your body need to sustain no movement? Just laying still, providing enough energy for our physiology just to run normally. So I've worked it on myself and it's around 2,000 calories. You can jump online, there's plenty of BMR calculators or resting energy expenditure calculators, REEs. Just pick 2 or 3 or 4 of them. Fill in the requirements. It's going to ask you things like your age, your height, gender, and it will give you a number, and that's going to be your calories. If you get 4 of them, just add them all together, divided by 4, gives you an average. Once you've done that, now you're going to be better equipped. And look, these are all rough estimates. From here on, after, you're going to learn to tweak as you go along. And the main indicators on how you look and how you feel. Don't worry about the scale. I can add on 1.5 kilos quite easy by drinking a heap of water, okay? So don't worry about the scales, worry about how you look and how you feel, always. So the second step is to figure out, how do I get a balanced diet out of the 2,000 calories? So calories is just the unit of measurement for energy in food. Now let's figure out how the percentages, how we're gonna balance our diet. So this has been highly researched and studied. Sports scientists, nutritionists have found, and dietitians have discovered the best balance is around 60 to 65% of carbohydrates should be the portion of your diet. So the percentage. 20% should be about proteins, 20 to 30, and 10 to 15% of fats. Now for each gram of carbohydrate that I eat, it's about 4 calories. Protein, same, about 4 per gram. Fats, on the other hand, is a lot denser. It's over double with 9 calories per gram. Now here's another hint, here's a tip. Alcohol has 7 calories per gram. Should you drink alcohol? That's up to you. But you're gonna soon realize that it's a lot of wasted calories with no nutrient quality. So it's your decision. You can't unless you want to run it off or walk it off, I would steer clear if you can. Once I've picked the percentages that I want to choose, and I'm going to work everything off these percentages here. So I'm selecting 60% of carbohydrates because it is our main fuel source. The body loves carbohydrates, it's preferred over fats. Brain runs on fatty acids and glucose. It's really important. So if you want to be sharp and you want to feel strong and you want to be pumped for you bodybuilders or you trainers out there, carbohydrates is critical. Okay, you will lose fat from carbohydrates if you have a deficit. We'll go into that soon. All I've done is found 60% of 2,000, which is 1,200. And I know that per gram is 4 calories. So 1,200 calories divided by 4 is 300. So I know 300 grams of carbohydrates per day. Second, let's look at protein. I want a bit more protein because I train, and the body will prefer to use protein repair instead of an energy source. So what we want to do is find 30% of 2,000, which is 600, and I divide 600 calories by 4 calories because that's how much energy is in per gram, and I get 150 grams of protein per day. Lastly, I look at fats, and I know it's not equal because there's 9 calories per gram. So I find 10%, which is 200 of 2,000, divided by 9, which is 22. So I know in a day, I need maximum 22 grams of fats to sustain my body and physiological needs. The final step is to divide these numbers here by the amount of meals I'm going to eat, okay? This will make more sense now once we're going to put it into application. So this is all getting us into how much do I need to eat. This is the important section. So divide 300 by 4, I'm going to eat 4 meals a day, is 75 grams. So I need 75 grams of carbs in that meal. Divide 150 by 4, I need 37 grams of protein in that meal. Dividing 22 by 4, I need about 5 grams of fat in that meal. Give or take a couple of grams is okay, but as closely as you can get it is obviously better. It means you don't have to work it off. I'm very lazy. I like to eat what I'm required, so I don't have to go and work it off. Takes time to really burn off excess calories, so I'd rather be more mindful of what I'm eating than have to go and work hard to get rid of it. So let's put this into perspective. 75 grams of carbohydrates is roughly about 100 grams of cooked rice, white rice. 100 grams. I challenge you next time to just serve yourself what you normally eat and weigh it, and you'll probably be shocked that you're eating 2 to 3 times the amount that you're supposed to be having per meal. Protein. If I'm vegetarian, there's different sources of protein, but for this, I'm looking at chicken breast or some type of meat. For all you bodybuilders out there, you're looking at about 120 grams of chicken. That's all you really need per meal for that protein source. And that fats is generally found within the meats and things we eat. We don't have to really look hard for fats, but it's be mindful, because if you start adding oil or creams or any kind of dressing, you're gonna see how much fat you're getting into it for not much value, not much nutrient density or quality. So now I really wanted that to reflect on, because now we can be more mindful when we're eating food. That's why I'm telling you, you must weigh your food. Start researching about food. Start looking at recipes and meal plans and create your own diet around this. Have your 4 meals set out and what you plan to eat to hit those macronutrients. What macronutrients you eat to hit the energy requirements you need. Reading the back of boxes, the NIP, nutrition information panels, and it tells you everything. The more time you be mindful on what you eat, the less time you have to go and work it off. It's really that simple. And if you ate this, your basal metabolic rate, and then you started moving, so you actually worked out, you trained, figuring out your energy expenditure is a lot more difficult. There's a lot of calculations. However, you've got something like a step counter or a Fitbit, not promoting these, but something to calculate your energy. It's gonna give you even more control that, wow, today I burnt 3,000 calories. I know I only ate 2. I need to eat another 400 or 500. I still wanna stay in a deficit because I'm burning fats. I really wanna burn fat. This is the whole point. but I don't want to be so low that I'm going to be fatigued, tired, and I'm going to be hangry. So it's really important. So I'll have a link to my other tips for fat loss, so you can add that all in. I hope this draws a really big picture onto what you need to be doing for figuring out your daily needs. Now, BMR is affected by a lot of variables: training, your exercise routine, your body composition. So the fat to muscle, the more metabolic material that you have requires a greater BMR, it requires a lot more energy. The environment you live in, hot, cold, age, sex, fitness levels, your genetics, and your gender all play a part. So it's really important to try and maintain the calorie input, your energy intake around your BMR or your energy expenditure, but I would rather you try and move or use exercise as a tool to help trim that fat and tone you up. So here's another big tip. Make sure that when you are exercising, if you want to burn fats, and I'm going to make this into another video, is to do a low intensity exercise. Let's leave it at that. Thank you so much for your support. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope this makes more sense. Go back over this, rewatch this to get your head around it. And I know this is a longer video, but really important because I'm going to add some more videos to really help you to be that scientist, to be a guru, to be confident when you're going out and ordering food, to know how much you should be eating, to gain control of your diet and getting those fat loss dreams or the weight control dreams that you've wanted and giving them, and without having to do hours in the gym. Okay, so thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys very soon. Good luck.